So, you're thinking about getting an EV. Awesome. But wait, before you sign anything, you've got to know that the quote in your hand might be hiding some pretty big secrets. We're talking expensive secrets. So today, let's pull back the curtain and uncover the real cost of buying an electric vehicle. Okay, let's just start with this number, $4,200. What is that? Well, that's the price of a single, really costly mistake that one EV buyer made. And our goal today? To make absolutely sure you don't make the same one. I mean, listen to how the person who made this mistake put it. My lazy decision quietly turned into a $4,200 overpayment. This is the flashlight I wish I'd had. Wow, they really learned this lesson the hard way. So let's grab that flashlight they're talking about and shine a light on all the dark corners for you. So the big question is, where did this $4,200 mistake even come from? Now, you're probably thinking it was the sticker price of the car, right? Nope. The real trap, the thing that cost them thousands, was actually buried deep in the fine print of an insurance policy. Okay, so here's exactly how it went down. It was a really simple choice, but oh man, was it costly. They went for the plan on the left. Why? Because it looks cheap, right? Low monthly payment. But here's the catch. It came with a massive $2,500 deductible. You know, that's the cash you have to cough up yourself before the insurance company pays a dime. So what happens? A minor fender bender? And bam, that huge deductible just completely wiped out their savings. The safer plan, the one on the right, yeah, it had a higher monthly payment, but the financial risk was way, way lower. And this whole story really gets to the heart of the problem. You think you're looking at one single quote for an EV, but you're not. In reality, you're juggling three totally separate financial decisions all at once. So let's break down these three pillars, as we're calling them. First, yeah, you've got the vehicle price. That's the one everyone obsesses over. The sticker price, the fees, all that. Second, you've got the insurance premium. And trust me, this is the silent budget killer. And third, the charging cost. We're talking specifically about getting that charger installed at your home. You absolutely have to look at all three of these together. And this is so important. You only win, you only get a truly good deal when the entire bundle works together. A fantastic price on the car, it means absolutely nothing if it gets eaten alive by a crazy high insurance rate or, a surprise $3,000 bill from an electrician. All right, let's dive into that first pillar a little deeper. This is the big one, the insurance trap. And honestly, this is the hidden cost that catches most first-time EV owners completely off guard. Okay, brace yourself for this number. On average, it costs 49% more to insure an EV than a similar gas-powered car. I mean, let that sink in. That's not just a little more, that's a massive difference. And look at this chart. It really paints the picture, doesn't it? The average annual insurance cost for a typical EV is right around $4,000. This isn't some small detail you can just brush aside. No, this is a major line item in your budget that you have to be ready for from the very beginning. So you're probably asking, why the huge price jump? Well, it really just boils down to one thing: repair costs. Think about it. EVs are packed with super complex electronics and sensors. Their battery packs, incredibly expensive to replace. And you can't just take it to any old mechanic. You need specialized technicians. All of that risk, it gets baked right into your insurance premium. Okay, on to the next potential landmine in your budget. Let's talk about the home charging surprise. This is a big upfront cost that so many buyers just do not see coming until it's way too late. So picture this. You've got your shiny new EV in the driveway. You call an electrician to install a fast level 2 charger, the kind that'll juice up your car overnight. And then you get the bad news. Your home's electrical panel can't handle it. It's too old, not powerful enough, and that upgrade you now have to get, it can easily set you back anywhere from $1,300 to over $3,000. Ouch. This is what our source material calls a fantasy number. Basically, any EV quote that completely ignores the potential cost of upgrading your electrical panel, it's not a real number. It's a fantasy. If you haven't had an electrician actually look at your setup, your whole budget is kind of built on a guess. All right, enough doom and gloom, right? We've talked a lot about the problems. Now, let's talk about the solutions. It's time to give you a toolkit, a simple set of questions you can ask to uncover every single one of these hidden costs. First up, and this one is huge, never ever settle for just the monthly insurance payment. Always ask for the annual total. $250 a month might sound manageable, But when you see it as $3,000 a year, you really feel the true weight of that cost. It cuts right through what our source calls the mischief of those smaller monthly numbers. Okay, next question for your toolkit. You have to ask, which incentives are baked into this price? Government credits, state rebates, these things can be pretty fragile. They can disappear overnight. So you need to ask the dealer point blank, what's the price if all these incentives go away? And you have to be okay with that number. And this one is absolutely critical. Please, before you sign a single piece of paper for the car, get an electrician to come to your house. Get a real quote for a level 2 charger installation. Find out for sure if you need that panel upgrade. That dollar amount is a non-negotiable part of your total cost to get started.
Okay, let's pull all this advice together. We're going to build a simple framework that'll turn you into an absolute pro at looking at these quotes. Think of it as your 30-minute sanity check.
It's a simple 3-step process. Step 1, get all 3 quotes in your hands: the car, the insurance, and that charging installation. Step 2, don't just look at the monthly cost. Compare the total cost over, say, 4 or 5 years. That's a more realistic time frame. And step 3, this is the pro move right here. You stress test your math. Add the cost of one insurance claim, your deductible, to the total. This is how you see which quote really holds up when, life happens. Because really, here's the biggest takeaway from all of this. The best deal isn't just the one with the lowest monthly payment. Not at all. The best deal is the one that protects you from financial shocks. It's the quote that still feels reasonable on your worst realistic day, not just on your best one. So, as you're looking at all those tempting offers, I just want to leave you with one final question to think about. A question to guide your whole decision. Is the cheapest quote on the table today actually the most expensive one in the long run?